Okay, Henry, I'm passing you the baton. There you go. You're good to go. Henry, would you like me to go ahead and play intro video until 8:05?
You could play it for a couple minutes. Yes, I'm going to just set something up right now.
Okay, sounds good. Welcome to the meeting, everyone. We usually start at about 8:05. Give everyone a chance to be fashionably late because we usually have people come in at about 8:15. Sam Collins, I just saw you in there. Hey, Sam Collins.
How are you?
Oh, fantastic. I just told Clary that I needed to talk to you. So anyway, we'll talk. I'm glad you're here.
Okay.
All right. Let me get us a little pumped up and get ready.
It's a bigger problem to contrast it with. And when you see this story and you walk through their life experience for these 2 years, you work with them 30 days, but you see the course of what's happened to them by finding out what's happened a year later, you begin to understand that it doesn't matter what happens in your life, you are more than any moment. There's no challenge you can't face and overcome. The events of our lives don't our decisions do. And so I figured if we could take a couple that has faced this big a challenge and be able to break through whatever's in your life and make it happen. It's kind of like, if I wanted to show you that if you could face your biggest fear, your smaller fears kind of drop aside. It's like, what's your biggest fear? Today, one of the biggest fears so many people in North America and around the world, the Western world, are facing is losing their job. It's a horrific possibility. It has impact on your family, your psychology, your emotion, so many things, your choices. But the truth of the matter is, what's a problem? Losing your job is a massive problem until you find yourself in a position where you lose all your savings. What it took you maybe 10 years of working to get. Then what's a problem after losing your savings? That's not a problem anymore when all of a sudden you lose your leg or an arm or something horrific happens to one of your children. That's not a problem when someone tells you all of a sudden that you have terminal cancer. And I've had those moments where somebody says you've got that tumor in your brain and we don't know what it means. Those make your problems and make them disappear. And you know, when you ask most people, what's the greatest thing that could ever happen? 10 seconds. It's been done all over again. First 10 seconds, what comes to your mind? What's the best thing that could ever happen in your life? The majority of people in North America say what? Can you guess? Winning the lottery. And many of them say winning a $100 million lottery, $200 million lottery. That's what's going to make their quality of life extraordinary. But when you do the studies, and there have been many done over the last 15 or 20 years on people that win these giant lotteries, what are their lives like 2 years later, 3 years later, 5 years later? Is the quality of their life extraordinary? Rarely, if ever. Because what's happened is haven't.
Okay, you ready for us, Henry?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me today?
Yes, we can hear you just fine.
Okay, because I have a new microphone and I don't know if it's working or not. Anyways, welcome everybody. My name is Henry Vigent. I'm going to do a nice presentation of a brand new company called LevelUp, and sit back and enjoy the information and get back to the person who invited you after the presentation, and we can answer any questions you might have. So here we go. Okay. So welcome to Level Up Advisors. We pay you to learn about money. It's a great concept. My name is Henry Vigent, entrepreneur for 26 years, father of 6, ex-military, and I have a unique background in entrepreneurship. I started off by learning the restaurant space and then warehouses, and then I was also a builder through my family. And so I know a lot about like real traditional businesses, but in entrepreneurship and the side hustle, I've been doing that for over 20 years and very, very successful. I only say this because a lot of the skill sets that I've acquired came from Miss Williams, and this is her company, Level Up. So here's a starting lineup. Here's some of the other awesome leadership that we have. Tanae Williams, the Chief Executive Officer. Tyson Price. Here's a Bo, Ian, and a couple others. I haven't met everybody on the staff yet, but these are very qualified people at the job sets that they do. So they bring a unique background to the business world, and each and every person is a valued officer of this company. So, our courses help entrepreneurs create a business that is needed. 42% of the businesses out there fail. Think about that. They have the American dream and they fail almost 50% of the time, 40% of the time. It's kind of crazy, right? So the design of these courses is to receive the first, $50,000, $100,000 in business funding through our stipend pools and personal business loans. If you want to acquire loans for business, you can do that. And if a lot of people don't have enough funding in their business, almost 30% of the time, they don't have enough funding, which causes them not to scale properly, and those businesses fail too. So we also show how people can outsource and teach leadership and team building skills, a major reason why businesses fail. So if you take the courses or the education that we offer, you will have a better chance of success rate in your business. Now, I added this slide tonight because I just watched a video for Robert Kiyosaki. He said, his rich dad taught him a bunch of skills, but he had to really learn at a young age real life skills, not just by going to school, because in schools, they teach people how to get a job. And that's the reality. They give them just enough skill sets to get hired. And really, they don't teach people how to manage money or become rich. Matter of fact, the rich people don't want some of the people like Robert Kiyosaki even telling people the secrets because they rather keep people poor and they rather have them still work a wage job. Now, this is a fact. 1% of people control most of the wealth in the world, and it's very difficult to jump out of your social status or to get out of the 9-to-5 grind. It's a very hard social stature that we're put in, and because they've taught the rich people really know more about money and not so much about job skills, right? So this is a valuable lesson we all will learn. Now let me just see if I can backspace that. There you go. One of the things we do, like we have a bunch of courses here. And our first education course is really Mastering Business Basics, a simple task that most people don't know just to organize their business or to get themselves on the right track. So each each class is it's basically its own learning curriculum, and we have each and everything on there that's going to teach you to become successful. Now, some people, like 67 million people in America are looking at the gig economy or entrepreneurship, especially during these COVID times, where people love to do social media marketing, or they want to set up a Amazon, a Shopify business, or eBay. We have a whole segment that will teach them how to do that too. Some people want to know how to get like business loans and grow their regular business. We're going to teach those types of strategies as well. We like to say this often: we pay you to learn about trading. So people like trading, yes, like in Wall Street or stocks. Trading is a major play in the United States, and some people just do this for a living. So we're going to teach you the ins and outs about that. Doesn't mean you have to apply it, but you can learn about it. Forex, futures, cryptocurrency, stocks. Another class we're going to offer. I love cryptocurrency personally. I think it's going to be an unbelievable transfer of wealth in the world, and certainly you're going to have. I remember. Well, 4 years ago, I was very uneducated, and people kept talking to me about it. And I just said, I have to educate myself on this cryptocurrency, because I certainly don't want to be 10, 15 years down the line and say, I wish I got involved in cryptocurrency back then. So you're going to have an opportunity to learn that as well. The DeFi network, you're going to be able to know a lot about that. I'm just going to kind of run through these. Real estate, you're going to learn all about real estate and how to flip homes or hold real estate, or build your assets. So they have a complete course on that as well. They're going to teach you how to do that on residential, commercial, and industrial. Now, typically you pay to get education, right? That's the typical model. We're all brought up to go to school for 12 years and then try to get into a college. Well, these are some of the staggering prices they have right now. I mean, just this last year, a 2-year small district school, maybe a state, not even a state school, but just a community school, would be like almost $13,000. That has nothing to do with all your living expenses in the meantime. But look at a 4-year state school. The average $22,000. Most numbers I hear now are upwards of $40,000 plus for a really good school. So the facts is going to a college, you're learning skill sets just to get a job. But most people, 70% of the people or more, don't even go into the field they started with when they go into college. So, we're all adults here. Some of us have made mistakes. Some of us are happy where we are today. But all of us can definitely think about times you wanted to be educated. You really didn't want to go back to a traditional school. Maybe you just wanted to learn a little bit about a different aspect of your business, or maybe a passion you had. So certainly the traditional model might not be right for you. Right? So we have a different education model at LevelUp. And I know you're saying, what do you mean different? How is it going to be different? Well, at LevelUp, we have a different model, because we are actually going to get paid to learn. Think about that. This is a chance to level up your economic status just by getting the new trends or new business ideas or scholastics to make you successful, right? So you'll definitely learn more about that. Now, there's always going to be a trial, a tribulation, or some kind of hurdle in life, okay? I remember having my first restaurant in my first 72 hours that I got it. Now, this business was in business for 12 years with the same owner. He sold me the business. I basically gave up my life savings. And 3 days later, the Board of Health just said, I'm going to come down on him because he's a new owner. He wanted me to literally revamp the whole entire restaurant, or else I could not open again. So I had to spend all hours of the night when we were closed, doing a new floor, doing a new ceiling. Luckily, I had some savings in silver. I actually was purchasing silver for many years. That got me through that hurdle. But if I didn't know to save, silver, I would have been out of business instantly. So these skill sets you're going to learn from Level Up are going to teach you how to hurdle some of these tragedies in businesses that most businesses just fail over because they just don't have the skill sets to move forward. And now we have an unbelievable student stipend pool. There's other businesses out there like Ben and Jerry's that do some great benefits for their community, employees, and everything else. But we at Level Up have a stipend pool, and we're going to show you how these packages work for entrepreneurs. Well, the question is, you're all here today and saying, how do we get paid? That all sounds great, but how do we get paid? How do we get paid to learn, right? We are serious about success, of course. In order to get paid, you have to learn on each one of the classes. There's a quiz that you have to take to earn. All right, that's one of the stipulations. You have to basically go through the course material. All right, now, and at any time you have any questions, if I'm going too fast for you, you can write in the chat box. We can review the chat after the presentation, or after the presentation, I can give you contact information that you can contact us directly to answer questions. Now, here's the 10 course curriculum that we have. Mastering Business Basics, how to establish a corporate presence, establish corporate credit, corporate finances, trading, building assets and asset protection. We also have cryptocurrency, other things that we're adding into these. These are just the highlights. How to fund your business, real estate acquisitions, and creative fund. All right. So inside each one of these course levels, there's dozens, could be dozens of different classes that you take in that curriculum. It's really easy. I was actually going through some of these tonight. Matter of fact, I don't want to go through a course right now, but we could definitely go maybe at the very end. Tanae can posture herself and go through some of these courses on the main site. Oh, let me backspace. So we just talked about the Level Up courses just now, and we have the way to get paid a stipend. Okay, so we tell you that we're saying that you get paid to learn. Okay, and I know that's a concept you haven't. When I looked at this, I'm like, paid to learn? What are you talking about? So Tanae came up with an idea how to change people's lives and educate them during these hard times, right? It's an unbelievable model. So think about this. The first class starts at $40. And when you finish the class, you're going to get basically a reward. Those rewards will pay for the next course, and then you'll be left with $40 left over. So it's this right here, the 120 stipend. It's actually 120 rewards. 80 rewards will pay for the course. $40 will go in cash into your wallet that you can cash. And so right here, this category, after you've done all the classes, you can earn all this money. It totals up to almost $40,000. Okay. Your upfront cost was $40. We're going to also show you ways to get that upfront cost back in your pocket in the first 24 hours. Matter of fact, if you just take this first course and complete it in the first 2 days, you're going to make your $40 back. And then you never have another cost in this business. Think about that. It's only a business in this course, in this education curriculum. So, I know that these numbers, like, think about it. If you had to go to a college and pay these courses, right? Could you afford any of these courses? Could you afford $16,000 in courses? Most people would have to take loans out for. That's why there's trillions of dollars in student loan debt. We're trying to change that and offer these tuitions for a low startup of $40 in a way to earn money after, so you can use those funds to basically maybe invest, maybe put a down payment on a home or whatever you feel like, and you'll make those decisions on your own. Now, these are the subscriptions. This is how you get started. We have a limited time offer, a $1.99, less than a cup of coffee, to get started, to become a LevelUp education candidate, and you basically get all these courses that you can go into. You're going to have a website to go into, and then from there you're going to pick your courses, and then you get paid once those courses are done. We already talked about that. After the first month, there will be a $9.99 fee. In the future, we plan on going up to $29. We have so much value, but right now, for the unforeseen future, we're going to be doing it for $9.99. There is other options. Maybe if businesses that want to advertise, there's a couple of different options here. We don't have to get into those options right now, but those options are $20 a month and $30 a month. You can get back to the person who invited you and ask them what those other options are. Maybe you have something you want to advertise, and you're going to have a forum to advertise with. That's what that's all about. The $29.99 per month. So we have an affiliate program. So people think, hey, this is some great value. I like what I'm hearing, and I wouldn't mind telling somebody else that needs education that they can get paid for going to school, right? And again, you can do this stuff on a part-time basis. You can do it a half hour a day. Maybe you want to crunch on a Saturday and do 6 hours. It's totally up to you to go through this course material. But for each one of the people that you refer, every time they pay their monthly subscription, you're going to earn $1 up to $5 per month for that person. So here's an example on the right. Just say you referred 5 people to go through these course catalogs for a virtually low startup and get paid as they educate themselves. You can earn $5 a month up to $25 a month, just extra cash in your pocket. Maybe you want to get business cards with it. Whatever you want to do, it's just extra cash. It's going to come in each and every month, and there's no limits to how much you can earn there. You can invite hundreds of people. It's totally up to you. Okay. We also offer a fast start bonus, and what this means is, just say I bring in, talk to my friend Jim, and I say, hey, Jim, you want to know about futures, right? And he goes, yeah, I heard you talking about that. There's a company out there that pays you to learn about futures. You might want to take a look. You send him your link or send him a video, let him make the decision. If Jim gets started with LevelUp, not only would you earn that $1 to $5 per month, but you would also earn a fast start. And the fast starts are for your first 30 days, $10 per person. So if you had 5 people in the first 30 days, that's $50. That is more than the $40 you started the business with, or the program with, excuse me. So that's a fast start. I really like that because I love teaching people how to be in the black whenever they're doing anything. I think it's very important to have that. But here's some of the bigger money. Okay. As an affiliate, we have a coaching bonus. All right. Not all people would want to do this. Not all people want to coach people. Not all people would like to even refer people. Some people just want to go through the courses. That's fine. So we have a specific amount of money that we offer, in $3,000 per person that goes through the education. So if you help somebody do that, you can possibly refer somebody and make $3,000 per person. Think about that. So just say, hey, you know what? I want extra $9,000 this year. Well, you refer 3 people and you work with those 3 people and get them through all 10 courses. It could be a couple months. It could be upwards of a year, whatever it takes to go through those 10 courses. And you can earn $3,000 per person. That is pretty impressive. There are a couple things that you have to understand. One, you have to go through the course yourself. For instance, if you have Jim that you bring on, and Jim goes through course 1, 2, and 3, and he's on course 4, you have to be on course 4, finish course 4 yourself to even qualify. Also, because you brought in Jim, right, you automatically qualified for the level 4 coaching bonus of $250. So when Jim passes his level 4, you'll be awarded with a $250 bonus. Now, to qualify for the next bonus, here's the qualifications: 2 personal sponsored affiliates. Okay, 2 personal sponsored affiliates in total. So you already had 1. This is number 2. At that point, you have to have at least the level 6 done yourself. And once you go through the courses, you never have to worry about these qualifications again. But think about this: to qualify for all 4 of these bonuses, right, for each person, you make sure that you had 4 personal sponsored affiliates. That's not a lot of work to make $3,000, and certainly multiples of 3,000. I heard today some people telling me that they wouldn't mind putting 30 affiliates in. That would be $90,000 if they taught them how to go through. I know those are big numbers, but the sky's the limit there. So if you not only want to go through the courses yourself, but also earn some extra dough on coaching other affiliates, you have that opportunity as well. I think this is one of the most powerful parts of this whole program, because it really levels the field off, saying you can basically make as much income as you want. We have some marketing strategies with LevelUp. Not only do we use word of mouth or Zoom calls like you're on right now, you might even get some email campaigns or offline brand ambassadors. And Tanae, we could talk about that in a second. She has some strategies on that. We have our affiliate marketing program. That's number 7. Maybe some celebrity endorsements later on. Facebook, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, and videos, TikTok and Snapchat, and organic, right? But certainly in these times, there's an old saying about, can you reach, so many people outside your circle of influence? The answer is, especially with social media today, you can reach people all over the world. And when you're sleeping, some of those people are awake, and they can be actually educating themselves, and they can also be referring affiliates while you sleep. That's why it's an absolute no-brainer business or a business education platform that also pays you. So we love affiliates. We want affiliates. Certainly get back to the person who invited you, and they can direct you to get your questions answered, or maybe they could put you on the phone with Tanae or Ian or myself or any other person in the company. Certainly we have some great people working with us. So, and we just want you to be the most successful as possible. And I just appreciate your time tonight, giving me a few minutes to share my experience about this new company. And I just got started with this. Do you want to add anything right now? I'm just going to kind of stop sharing my screen.
Awesome. Well, it would be great if we had anyone who has any questions. If you have any questions, you can certainly ask away. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen just to kind of walk you through the website really quick, just so you can see it. That's levelupadvisors.com. And actually, if you have someone that referred you, they probably have their personal referral link here. So you want to get that link from them so they can get credit. But basically, this is the website, and it's pretty simple. You want to take your time and go through this. Here's some of our courses. The presentation only really has just a few highlights of the courses, but a lot of times many businesses want to know, how to write copy. They want to know a little bit about ads and, how to get their ads out there on YouTube. everyone wants to know how to get funded. And there's something that we never mentioned in the presentation, Henry, that's really, really important, which is on the real estate funding and the business funding, especially the business funding, we actually show you and give you the ultimate lenders list. Once you finish, I think you got to finish up to level 4, and you get that ultimate lenders list that just goes through all the banks that we know are lending with limited underwriting criteria. So, you know, it's really very, very, very detailed and specific to business. So just to log in right quick, let me just give you an idea what everything looks like inside the system. Oh, this is not a good one. Yeah, no, I logged into the wrong one here. Oops, okay. Log in. Oh gosh, let me log out. Okay. There we go. Log out, log in. Okay, so, you know, like Henry said, once you log in, you'll see that $1.99 there. Your card would or would not be here. We just recently changed the sign-up process. Your card may not show here. You also will have the opportunity to see how long before it's your turn to get your stipend. So depending on where you're at, you're going to see how long it is before it's your turn. And this 33% represents the amount of sales that the company has had. And up until it's your turn to get paid, your stipend for completing the coursework. And then we also show you this is how you're able to go ahead and withdraw your funds. Okay, so when it's your turn to withdraw, you can withdraw your funds there. But the awesome part is the actual coursework. And here's the platform, which is absolutely awesome. We show you, you know, we have welcome. We have also our morning classes kind of mindset with the 40 days financial ascension course. But yeah, you've got researching your name, all of these courses in here that you can just take time and go through. And we know that businesses are in varying degrees of expansion. Either you're a startup and you need to start at the beginning, or you're a business that's expanding and you need funding and you want to figure out how to get funding. You got to get yourself listed. Instead of paying one of those guys that calls you, we've got it right here. We show you how to get yourself listed, how to get yourself all over Facebook, how to copyright, how to get your ads done, how to do all these things, and then how to get funded. And then we have specific sections on people that are trying to find something to do. So like Amazon and eBay and all those things and crypto and all these things. So we're so excited about what's been built. We want to be the light, the sunshine shining through the pandemic craziness. So to help people basically find additional funding when there isn't anything going on in their world. So this is definitely something we know you guys will want to share with everyone, because it's definitely a lot better to figure out how to be innovative than to wait on a stimulus check. So does anyone have any questions? If not, we'll wrap it up. Go ahead. Was there
I just want to say something. I was reading, and there was an article basically saying how most people out there just cannot make it, especially with the lockdowns and small businesses getting, just turned over upside down, and it's just such a crying shame. But I think people got a shock in their lives that their bubble in the world can be just destroyed instantaneously. I think all of us as adults really have had those thoughts over the last year. And in the United States alone, not even talking in the entire world, but just in the US numbers, 67 million people are looking to do something else, some kind of entrepreneurship, side gig, online store. They're looking to explore their passions. They don't know how long they're going to be on this earth, right? They just want to do something right now, and really think about that, how scary that is, because I know personally that over the last 20 years, the education level that I've spent on stuff is well over $100,000. Okay, just on entrepreneurship. Not even including the hundreds of thousands of dollars I spent in restaurants and everything else. Okay.
And the hundreds of thousands of dollars in simply trial and error.
Yeah. Sometimes the errors cost you more than that.
Right.
So, folks, what are you waiting on? Where are you sitting on your 67 million? Where are you sitting at? Are you on the fence and saying, maybe I should start something, or I've been looking, but I haven't found anything, or you're scared, or you try something, you already failed? Don't give up. Whatever you do, just keep striving forward. That's the biggest thing. And you have an opportunity today to have some dynamite courses for a low startup cost of $40 in the course. And we showed you how to get that money back in the first couple days. All right. So there's virtually no risk. And the reward is $40,000 going through the course and having an education that can set you and your family up for life. Right. And then if you want to refer people, you could make an amazing affiliate income in this company going forward as well. So I just want to thank you so much for having me. First time I did this presentation. I just got the slides
loved
today.
it, Henry. Loved it. Fantastic
Try to keep it really quick, 30 minutes or less is the best way to do it. I respect everybody's time. Get back to the person who invited you, get your questions answered, get started for that $1.99 right away so you can at least look at the course material.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Henry. You're amazing.
Thank you, Tanae.
Have a great evening, everyone. We'll be here again tomorrow evening at 8.
Take care.
All righty.